I am going to dip into some clean white. So how I'll do that is get my palette knife, scoot this around a little bit, get rid of that brown off the top. I think I'm going to change brushes again. I'm going to use this one. It's another nylon angle. Dip it into my white. Dip it into a little clean side of the linseed oil and start pulling some white on him, if it will. Really throwing the paint to this dog, especially up in his ears. Right here, let's get some hair. And you want to do it the direction the hair is. So get it on your brush and pull it up like this. And this will show the direction that his hair is going on his little body. It adds a little bit of texture to your oil. And this one's kind of grainy, but you know what? I'm kind of liking this grain. It looks pretty neat. All right, I'm going to do some more here. Really throwing the paint onto this little dog right here. I like the little globs. It helps him have a little bit of texture. All right. Right here in the front. Do some more down in here. Now, going back to my sharp brush, I just threw that one on the dresser. There we go. Going back to my sharp one. Get some clean white paint. I may have to squirt some more out here in just a minute. And let's get his little whiskers right here. Tiny little whiskers right in here. Around his little mouth. There we go. If you haven't tried using the oil medium, try it. It is the bomb. You'll love it. All right, now I am going to squirt some more white out because we want to get some really big swoops on his ears. So I'm going to squeeze it out of the tube. Another little hint is if you don't want to ruin your clothes, wear an apron. Oil does not come out of your clothes. It just will not. So you can either walk around with it on you and look like an artist or wear an apron. That tiny little bit of rose that we did earlier and maybe some white and brown is all we're going to need for his tongue. Get it in. Now, since part of his tongue, of course, is up underneath his little top lip, we will shadow it. His little tongue is going to go around that little black area we painted earlier. Isn't he a cutie pie? I'm going to highlight his tongue just a little bit with a little yellow and some more white, so that one side you can see there's a highlight kind of on one side. See some veins in his little tongue. And this one, if their tongue's sticking out like this, they're happy. They almost smile at you when they're happy. All right, now I'm going to dip just a little bit into my black, and I'm going to put some shadows here. And then we'll go back over and bring the white down, cover some of this shadow. But this will give the illusion of depth. Again, I use my fingers or whatever else I have. Okay, a tiny little bit of mouth around here, some here. There is a sharp vein down there. All right, while this is on I'm gonna clean this off and get back into my dark again and add, put my elbow down so my hand won't shake. There we go. Stabilize your hand, because when you're concentrating or it's up in the air, you are making your muscles tired, and you can get your lines crooked from that. So you want to stabilize your elbow. Sometimes I'll put my finger down. You really can't do that with oil very well to stabilize your hand, because you'll make an impression. It's wet. It stays wet for months. Okay. Now, I am going to try to get some hair around his little eyes. So I'm getting into some fresh white over here. Got a sharp brush. I am going to use my finger just for a minute on the canvas and pull and pull and pull. Get that hair up in his eyes just a little bit. Right here, same thing. Pull. Okay. Now, I do want to do just a little bit of a little dot to show that there is a little live puppy in there. That little dot of white will kind of bring him alive. Right here on his eyeball. And I'm going to cover some of it up with some more fine little hair. Okay, now while we've got this fine hair going on, let's go down to his mouth. And let's do some around that dark area that we shadowed. Cover up some of that. There we go. We're adding, there we go. And that helps cover up some of that and gives him kind of a dirty little mouth. I'm going to add some really weird dirtiness to him because he's been rolling out in the yard somewhere. So we're going to add some other colors. I've got a little bit of an orangey color, and I'm going to add some of that here. Don't know what he's been into, but he's been into something. With a fine brush. With a fine brush. Here we go. Right up in here. Right down here. There's some little yuckies. And I know a lot of times Westies tend to look alike, but really, when you start painting your dog, they have their own personality. They really do. There's something. Okay, some more dirties. We're getting into some of the fine detail. I want to work a little bit on his nose, just a little bit. Let me get some more brown up here. Stabilize my elbow. I see me shaking again. And I want to do a little hair on his nose, because usually they've got one straight around there somewhere. So I'm going to dig back into that white with my fine paintbrush, and I'm going to pull just a little bit right there. They've always got a little stray right there on their nose usually. Okay, it makes it look more realistic. If it's perfect, it's just not going to look realistic. Some more up here. Now, let's let this white dry just a little bit and get into some of the flowers. Let me straighten out his tongue a little bit. While that's drying, oh, I can't stop, hang on. Got some more darks right in here that we need to put in. Got my groove on. Don't want to get it too dark. I will be going over some of this again with the white.